So I'm going to introduce the Bradstreet Essence protocol. So you remember Essence? It's like that whole collection of things. I'm not going to give it to you today. I'm going to tease you today. And tomorrow's lecture is going to be what the protocol really is and what we're really doing to see kids restored on a day-to-day basis. So individually, we must evaluate our children. Not just me, but you have to individually think about your kid and the various risk factors. Look at immune, autoimmune, microbiome, toxicological risks, environmental risks, and assess the resultant brain physics. Now, we have a program where we can do QEEGs very simply on most kids with autism. It's not a complicated process. We can assess brain physics through our algorithms pretty quickly. And there's information about it at my booth, which is right outside. Apply known successful interventions, and there's a whole bunch, whether it's going organic, low-carb, mildly ketotic. How many of you do kind of like a low-carb sort of diet and find it helpful? Good for you. So change the diet. You got to get organic. Can you poison your kid and have me get him better with what I try and do? Probably not. And I'm not blaming you for poisoning. We're all being poisoned. EMF protection, remove heavy metals, reconstitute gut ecosystem. So Bravo has a booth out here. It's an excellent product, and most kids do really well with it. But there's other ferments. There's fecal bacterial therapy where we do transplants of other people's good stuff, you know, good, and you know what word is along the way. Improve oxygen with hyperbaric so you can get healing to the tissues. Treat inflammatory consequences. Low-level laser therapy will be part of tomorrow's talk. It's incredible what it does for both mitochondria and for inflammatory disorders. Stimulate healing with transcranial ultrasound. So Professor Ruggiero and I have been working on transcranial ultrasound both as a diagnostic and as a therapeutic tool. We're going to talk about that some more. I'm sure he'll talk about it in his lectures as well. Consider using laser to stimulate specific healing. We can diagnose defects in the cortex, and we think we can treat those very specifically. And you want to correct the brain physics using things like MRT. So how we do that, we'll start tomorrow at 8 o'clock, but I want to share something with you. Today is a very special day for me. It's Friday. It's the 22nd, right? And my son is graduating from high school today. So when he was, this is a little bit before 6, he went downhill from here. He actually had 2 MMR vaccines. The first one kind of set him off, and he was wild and crazy and hyperactive after that. The second one just wrecked his train. I mean, he went off the rails completely. Status epilepticus, nonstop diarrhea in his pants. He became a poop smear that didn't feel any pain, had no language, no eye contact, and no functional behavior whatsoever. If you want to know how to clean poop off of any surface, I pretty much can help you with that, including dogs, floors, walls, and furniture. Really bad scene, okay? Terrible. He had such sensory problems that we would lose him, and we'd have to look under beds, and this time we found him in the dryer, trying to isolate himself from all the sensory dysfunction that he was feeling. He's trying to treat himself. There he is. That's his graduation picture. I only have the proof. We finally found a school called Diamond School that would work with him at his pace. He's 21 years old. It took him till 21 to graduate from high school, but he completed all the curriculum. Considering when he was at 6, all he could do was play with feces, that's a pretty good rate of progress. And he's a darn handsome man. I can't imagine where he gets that from. But I would love to try and help you to do the same thing with your children. They may not graduate when they're 18, maybe it's 21, but I'd like them all to graduate into a useful, productive life, and I hope to be able to help you with that. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. God bless you all.